So for today, I'm gonna be doing this natural everyday makeup. I just wanted to do something very simple, something I do every day. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, and just a chit chat and basically talk about life, I guess. Not about life, but things that have been happening, I guess. So yeah, this is what I'm doing for today. Very natural and my everyday glam. This is what I do for every day. What I basically go to work, school, parties, hang out with friends or whatever, going to the mall like I'm doing right now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it, guys. Hey guys, so okay, let's get started. Let's start with the brows. I always do start with the brows. I don't know why. I just like doing my brows first. Like, since I even started doing makeup, well, not really, because when I started, I didn't do my brows. But since I started doing my brows, I always like doing them first, because I'm afraid that if I do mess up, then I wouldn't have to really go back into it and maybe mess up the foundation or anything. I'm gonna be grabbing the Anastasia Dip Brow in shade dark brown. Oh my god, guys. Okay, so yesterday I went to bed. Okay, not yesterday, because this is gonna be up by Friday. So on let me see, Tuesday, I was already like getting ready to go to sleep or whatever, and I had just finished doing the Halloween makeup look, and it was like a skull or whatever, and then from here up it was beauty or whatever, and it was so cool. And I have posted it, and I was already getting ready to sleep. I was actually already like quote unquote sleeping, and then when I go to my messages, it says like, oh, Norvina whatever, and then it says Norvina mentioned you on her story. I was flipping out, like I was going crazy, like bitch is Norvina, like it's just the owner of Anastasia. I was flipping out, like I was like, okay, so I already carved them out, I cleaned them up, so we're gonna go ahead jump into the face. I don't really do my eyes, I don't know, I just, whenever I go out or I basically like go out, I don't really do a full glam makeup. I only do like quote unquote a beauty, healthy skin kind of makeup. I just like to like make my face look pretty, I guess. I don't really go for like, oh, I wanna like put lashes on, look girly, like all of that. Like, it's just not something I like doing to go out. Sometimes what I'll do is just add like an eyeliner and put lashes on, but that's about it. I won't like do the whole drama, like lips, a whole pair of lashes, and make like a heavy glam makeup look. I don't do that. Like, it's not saying that I don't like it or I wouldn't wear it out. I did it one time, I believe it was for a fashion show, and I only do it for special occasions. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't do it as much because I like really take 2 hours to get ready just to go out. Like, I don't see the point in it. For primer, I'm gonna be taking this is actually a sample because I just wanted to try it. I'm still trying to see if I like it before I buy it. This is the Fenty profiltr primer. I like how it smells. I can't describe like the smell of it, but I just like how it smells. Whenever you're applying this, at first you kind of get the illusion that it's like kind of like the backlight primer from Becca. Like, it's actually a glowy whatever. You think that at first, but then afterwards it really like, it makes your face, your skin look pretty. That I can tell. I don't know if it can like look like that in the camera, but it does look very healthy, and your pores don't look as like big or huge. Okay, so for foundations, talking about it, I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. For this, the shade Golden Beige. And this is my second bottle, so that's how you know I really like this foundation. I'm gonna be using the Real Technique sponge to buff it out. For today I'm using two sponges, the Beauty Blender. This is gonna be for my concealer, and then this is going to be for my foundation and cream contouring. You're just gonna bounce it around. Normally I do use a brush for this foundation, but lately I've been really enjoying to use it with a sponge. I didn't use it with a sponge before, just simply because I thought it was gonna like suck up a lot of product, just because the consistency of the foundation is very liquidy. But it doesn't really like affect the coverage that much. I feel like it still does what it's supposed to do, plus I apply a lot. Okay, I'm flipping out a little bit right now. I thought the primer was supposed to be matte, but it's giving it like, it's giving the foundation a little bit of a glowiness. I'm not mad at it, just because I actually do like to be glowy sometimes. But I'm pretty sure it's a primer, because I've worn this foundation with the professional one and by itself, and I know this foundation is like pure matte. It dries super quick. For concealer, I'm gonna be taking the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this in the color Fair. So white. So I'm gonna bounce it with the Beauty Blender. I really like this concealer. My only problem with it is I feel like it's not super coverage enough. But for what I'm trying to achieve right now, is really not a problem. But if I would really be going to like use it for the purpose of the coverage, I would totally go with my Shape Tape or my NARS Creamy Concealer. Okay, so for cream contouring today, we're going to be going to the Anastasia Beverly Stick Foundations, and this is in the shade Amber. And this is very warm, so I don't exactly use it for contouring per se. I like it more to warm up my face. And lately I've been doing that. I don't want so much contour on my face. I don't really like use my contours no more. I just basically bronze it up and make my face look very warm and summery, and like I just tanned, and I love it. I don't know why I'm using a sponge. I normally just use a freaking brush. I don't know why I just picked up the sponge. I feel with the brush is much easier, and you really blend it out as you want it. You have more control with the brush, I feel like. There you go. And then I always like to go back with my sponge that I concealed with and the part that I concealed, and just go over it and just really make the concealer and the stick contour foundation or whatever you use really like blend and everything look very seamless and natural. Make it look very pretty. And I always go like down here just to clean it up a bit. And then I'ma just go ahead and grab my translucent setting powder from Dermablend, and with the same sponge I'ma just grab my powder and press it on my forehead. I always go forehead first, and that is because of those fine lines right there, wrinkles, whatever you want to call them. Cause those get bad. Those really get bad. And I'm telling you, they get bad. They get bad. Then for the rest of the face, so we can just set it, I'm gonna be grabbing a Morphe G0 Jumbo S powder brush and my Laura Mercier translucent pressed setting powder. Okay, so after that, I don't contour as I said. So what I do is I grab my Marc Jacobs Tantric Omega Bronzer in a Morphe R7 and I just bronze up a little bit more. Okay, so for blush, we're gonna be taking the Milani Luminoso blush. What else? I mean, y'all know this is everything. I'm gonna be taking a Morphe M509. And if you're wondering why I leave the powder, it's simply because I do kind of like to pack a little bit of blush, just simply because my oils, they basically eat up the blush and the highlighter, so they basically start disappearing throughout the day. They just start eating them up. So I do pack it up a little bit, and then whenever I brush this powder away, it kind of like blends everything out and it doesn't look as heavy. You'll see what I mean. So right now I'm gonna take a Bomb Beauty highlight brush. I can't remember the number because it basically rubbed off, but I'm just gonna basically do this. And I do this too because I wanna set any kind of cream or liquid that was my eyes. And you'll see how the blush basically like marries with the concealer or whatever, and everything looks very blended and very soft. I'm gonna be grabbing the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. I tried it before with a friend of mine because I always wanted to buy it because of Jeffree, he loves it, and I never really decided to buy it. I was like, hey, whatever. And I bought it the other day, and bitch, I'm obsessed. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm gonna go ahead and add the highlighter. I'm gonna start with a shimmer stick, and I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty ones, and this is the shade Starstruck. And it looks something like this, and let me give you guys a swatch. I'm so bad at swatches, like I never really give any kind of swatches. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's stunning. I also have confetti, and I bought this one more for like fun. And I'm so sorry if the swatch is bad. I'm horrible at them, but see, that one's more of a fun kind of highlight. And the shade is stunning. I freaking love it. And if you apply with this, or if you put it on your hand and you use your fingers, it applies beautifully and it blends out really nice. I haven't had any struggles with it trying to blend it or anything. And I normally do when it comes to stick or liquid highlighters. I always have a problem with trying to blend them out, just simply because I'm not used to them. And then to set the highlighter in place, I use two highlighters on top of this. I'm extra, I know, but I like using the Maybelline Master Chrome. I use this one to kind of set this one down so it doesn't look so white. And then I take a Morphe M510, because this one, as you'll know, is more of a gold. So as you see, it kind of makes it more, like, it looks intense still, but it looks more settled in a way. I wouldn't call that settled. I don't know why I said the word settled, but I don't know. It doesn't look straight or white anymore. And I think I won't be adding the second highlighter because I was going for more natural kind of makeup today. But, well, those moments that you say whoops. And I'm gonna be taking the Jeffree Princess Cut highlighter. Then I'm gonna be grabbing the Milani Make It Last setting powder so I can set everything. Look at that. I'm out. That's why it's out, because I shower in it. And I very much hurry and try to dab everything.